going to identify profitable coins to invest in. And this is everything that you need to consider when you dive into the world of cryptocurrencies. Are you tired of feeling lost in the endless sea of crypto information, not knowing where to turn or who to trust? You're not alone. Many aspiring crypto investors struggle with the overwhelming task of researching which coins to invest in, deciphering market trends, and navigating through the barrage of so-called expert advice. The fear of making the wrong decision can be paralyzing, causing many to miss out on potentially lucrative opportunities. But what if I told you that it doesn't have to be this way? Imagine having a clear, concise, and reliable method to research cryptocurrency. A strategy that cuts through the noise and gives you the confidence to make informed decisions. Today, that's exactly what I'm going to share with you. We'll tackle these challenges head on, transforming what feels like an intimidating chore into a simple, straightforward process. You'll discover how easy and rewarding it can be to conduct your crypto research, setting you on a path to make smarter, more profitable investment choices. Let's take the first step together. By the end of this video, researching crypto will no longer be a source of stress, but a part of your journey you look forward to mastering. Make sure that you don't blindly invest into altcoins because some of them might not even exist in 5 years. For beginners, I suggest at the start sticking to the most stable and the most trusted cryptocurrencies on the market. So for example, that would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and I was going to say a third place, but I really don't think there are any in the third place that belong in the most sure things, maybe I'd like to call them. Because even though Bitcoin and Ethereum are the two top ones, and they've been the two top ones for many years, all the projects underneath that fluctuate so much in price, and some of them have the chance to go so much more higher up in value, but some of them might also crash into nothing. Because you see, altcoins are cryptocurrencies that were launched after Bitcoin. And the aim of them was to either address security issues or decentralization issues or scalability. But you have to be careful because not all of the altcoins will exist in a couple years to come. So we have to look at these research strategies. So when you're about to consider a new cryptocurrency investment, follow these steps. So the number one thing to do is read the white paper. Now, reading the white paper is a great way to learn about the cryptocurrency projects, and then you could decide if it's worth it for you or not, because a white paper is an official document and it provides the important details about a new cryptocurrency project, including its purpose, how it works, and the team behind it, and its future plans. So it's very important to have read this. In the early days of all the new cryptocurrency projects, especially in 2017 when we were all investing in these new projects, the white paper gave us some major clues, and some of them said explicitly that it doesn't solve anything, that it was purely there to see how much money it could raise. So the crypto did nothing. And there have been numerous instances in the crypto space where these kinds of projects have this like vague, nonsensical document that doesn't even explain how the project works or what's the problem that that specific cryptocurrency solves. So some white papers, they might also be plagiarized. And some other white papers might just sound impressive with all this technical jargon, but they don't actually do anything. So when you're researching a brand new cryptocurrency project, it's very important to stay skeptical and do thorough research by evaluating the crypto project. Because you see, the crypto space currently, it's still highly unregulated. So essentially, you want to look at what the crypto does and if it solves a problem. And if this crypto solves a real world problem, then it could possibly be very undervalued, and that could be a good thing for you. Write down your list. So make a list of all the reasons why you would invest in this coin, and make a list of any news and any issues that can be resolved. For example, XRP, Ripple was in a lawsuit. And that was a risk at the time. So once the evidence was out that XRP was not a security, that means the issue around it was fixed. The risk was lifted. And we no longer had the threat of the SEC lawsuit. When the SEC decided to sue Ripple, then yes, everything went down. But then once that was lifted, the issue went away. So this is why you want to look at issues that are resolvable. Once the issue goes away, then you could invest in it again safely. Another example is ADA. So ADA had some software and some network issues, some network congestion. But if you looked at their social media and followed what their CEO said, he kept talking about the Herschel update and how that's going to resolve the issue. So the programmers worked hard for months, and after further development, the issue was resolved. And when you know this information, you could buy the coin much lower. Because if you hear about an issue that's resolvable and everyone panic sells, you could just go on in, calm as a cucumber, because you did your research and you could see that there's going to be an update, so you could get in earlier before everybody else. Remember crowd mentality? When influencers all over social media, when they panic sell, or even when there's some news around something crashing, usually those same people who orchestrated all of this, they end up buying really, really low. So they'll crash it on purpose and they'll send out tons of PR. Like they literally pay PR companies to send out articles to create panic. Once the panic happens, they buy in lower. And then what they're going to do is they're going to send more articles to say it's fixed now. And then everyone's going to start buying again, but they already got in because they crashed the market, you see? So you got to check, are these issues resolvable? Because you don't want to follow the crowd. You really want to make your own decision. Also, you're going to check the market cap. So when you're determining if a cryptocurrency is undervalued, one of the factors is the market capitalization and its circulating supply. And you want to look at its market cap and you want to compare it to its competitors. So if you see that the market cap is low, you can see how much is invested in it, and you know it's undervalued, and you're thinking, you know what, that's kind of low, and you think its potential is kind of high, then there's so much room to grow in between. You could also look at its circulating supply and its relation to price. So at the moment, Bitcoin is considered quite high as a price for Bitcoin, but look at its total supply. There's only 21 million Bitcoins that could ever be produced, and therefore it's a very scarce asset, and that is why the price is so high, and it's going to get higher most likely. Now, competitor analysis. Another way to see if a crypto is undervalued is to look at all of its competitors. So we have to compare the project to its own competitors. So you got to look at it in terms of the technology. Is the technology similar? Market cap, is that similar? And you have to look at user adoption. How many people are actually using it? And if it's on par or even superior to its competitors, but it has a lower market cap, it might be undervalued. So you want to visit this website and observe the market cap's performance. So here's how to do that. So when you go to CoinMarketCap, I want you to read up on that cryptocurrency. I want you to look at the chart and go to all and select 1 year, select 1 month, and look at the trend of the coin. Also, before any of this, you really want to look to see where we are in the cycle. Are we in a bull market or are we in a bear market? Bull market will be quite high, bear market will be quite low. The bear markets are actually the perfect time to invest in these coins. When you look at CoinMarketCap, it's going to answer a lot of questions for you. You're going to be able to see what is the current market cap of that cryptocurrency, what is the maximum supply of that cryptocurrency, and what exchanges list this cryptocurrency. So if you click on market, you can see all the exchanges that list it. Now, here are more ways to know if a crypto is undervalued. Fundamental analysis. This is where you evaluate the price and the supply. So for the average investor, a low-priced cryptocurrency with a predetermined maximum supply might offer the best value, like what we said about Bitcoin. Only 21 million coins will ever be produced, so there's a cap. To do fundamental analysis, you have to look at the prices, financial, the tokenomics, which we'll get into, and the overall business model. So when you're analyzing the cryptocurrency's tokenomics, you're going to consider the following factors. So first, you're going to look at the total supply. This is the number of tokens that will ever be created, like the Bitcoin example. So a lower supply might actually increase scarcity, which potential drives the price up. The other thing you're going to look at is circulating supply. So this is the number of tokens currently in circulation. So you analyze how the circulating supply will change over time. And you might also hear sometimes that certain projects burn the tokens. So they burn the tokens for a specific reason. This is so that there's less cryptocurrencies in circulation. You also want to look at distribution. So you're going to look at how the tokens are distributed. What percentage is allocated to the team, to advisors, and early investors? You also want to look at what percentage is reserved for marketing, for development, and other essential activities. And next, we're going to look at the vesting period. You're going to check if there is a vesting period for team and advisor tokens to prevent them from selling all of their tokens immediately after token launch, because you don't exactly want the team to be able to sell off all their coins as soon as it launches. You're also going to understand the utility of the token within the project's ecosystem. So does the token give holders any rights or benefits? The inflation and the deflation mechanism. You're going to analyze to see if there's a mechanism in place to control the token supply, such as burning or staking the tokens, which could affect the token's value over time. You're also going to look at the market cap's volume, which we already talked about, but it's comparing the project's market cap to its trading volume to its competitors. You're also going to assess the liquidity of the token. So is it easy to buy and sell the token on exchanges? If the liquidity is low, then there are not many people that are buying or selling that token, and it will be hard to get lots and lots of them, and it will also be hard to get rid of them or to sell them. So although keep in mind that if a project is new, then this can happen. Vetting a project's team. When assessing a cryptocurrency project's team, consider the following. Investigate the credibility and the experience of the team behind the project. So you're going to want to look at what the team has done before and look at their track record. You're going to want to assess the team's vision, their mission, and their community engagement. You're going to want to look at all of their social media to see if they're keeping it updated. And you're going to want to verify the team's authenticity and credibility. You're going to want to analyze the team's partnerships and investors. And I think you also want to look at the team's communication skills. So there were projects where I specifically emailed the team. So I would find the programmers on LinkedIn and I would email them, or I would just contact the project support email and ask them questions. Now, you're also going to want to look at the development roadmap. So a strong team with a clear, achievable roadmap might indicate a project that is undervalued. You want to see what they do in quarter one, what they do in quarter two, what they do next year, what are their plans. Also, I want you to understand the technology backing that cryptocurrency. So what does the technology do? What are the real life cases of that technology? What problems does it solve? Mostly the cryptocurrencies that solve a problem are the best kinds of cryptocurrencies. When a cryptocurrency project partners with somebody like MasterCard, for example, then that's a big deal. Or sometimes there's other really big companies that partner with a certain project, and that is a good and a healthy sign of a good investment. So a project that has really good partners of companies that you've heard of that are pretty good companies, then that could be a very good sign of an undervalued project. Also, another thing is you want to look at its community. Do a lot of people talk about it online? You could actually be part of that community and you could engage. You could join the Discord. So when you make a list of the projects that you're thinking of investing in, also make a list of their social media platforms and gauge how popular it is. And to be fair, if it's a new project, it might not be that popular yet. But I really do want you to message their team and maybe on Discord. So you could ask them the following questions. What are you currently doing? What are your future plans? You could also ask them how are they going to make sure that the crypto will survive in the long run? That's a good one. Also, I want you to use multiple sources for your research. So you could look at where they're listed on various platforms or exchanges. I want you to use discernment. So this is the ability to judge well. So remember that on social media, anybody could say anything, even if it's not true. So we have bad actors in the crypto space who fabricate things. So the opinions of people are not facts. So throughout my own personal experience, I've realized that the extent of which competitors may disparage projects or simply elevate their own, they will literally use nasty techniques to create lies about their competitors just to be able to try to make themselves look good. So be very aware of this. Be aware that this is happening. And just because something is written on the internet does not mean it's true. It could be somebody's opinion, and it could also be a literal lie made up. And this could happen not just on the internet, it could happen in your favorite magazines. You could see one article putting down cryptocurrency, and then you could see another article in the same magazine lifting that cryptocurrency up and contradicting everything it said. And it's in the same magazine. This is why you want to go to the source and ask them directly and find out specifically if it's true or not. You could even go to the conferences and talk to the programmers, talk to the project owners. I want you to get really good at thinking for yourself. And I want you to realize that what's in the media is not always true. Now I'm going to give you some really good tools, because on-chain analysis examines blockchain transaction activity to understand market forces, investor reactions, and emerging trends. So these are tools such as Messari, CoinGecko, Dune Analytics, Glassnode, Token Terminal, and Nansen. They actually give you in-depth research reports. We also have AI tools and resources for cryptocurrency analysis. There are several AI tools that could assist in your cryptocurrency project analysis. One of my favorite tools lately is Perplexity.ai, and that searches the web to find ready-made answers. Yes, you could also search the web yourself, but this kind of does it for you. And what I really like about it is that it actually cites its sources. So you could click on it and then read more about it. I find this pretty good to be able to generate some ideas, and then you could click and search more within that topic. I find on Google, you'll find very unreliable evidence. There have been claims and discussions around the Google search results that they're biased and they're skewed to promote certain viewpoints and agendas. So I prefer using DuckDuckGo, because DuckDuckGo, it actually protects your